Imagine walking home and finding the doorway empty. Imagine turning a corner and never finding the face you know again. This is Vanished, 5 people who walked into the dark and never returned. Case 1. The Springfield 3. On the night of June 7, 1992, 3 women, a mother, her daughter, and the daughter's friend, vanished from a quiet house in Springfield, Missouri. The television was left on. A purse with cash sat on the couch. A partially drunk cup of coffee cooled on the table. No sign of forced entry. No screams reported. No bodies. No ransom note. No explanation. Neighbors woke to a normal morning, unaware that the house held a secret that would haunt investigators for decades. Leads came and went, tips, sightings, theories. Each one died away, leaving only questions and the echo of an unsolved disappearance. Case 2. Ben Needham. On July 24, 1991, a toddler named Ben Needham was playing near his family's vacation home on the Greek island of Kos. He wandered away. The family searched. He was never seen again. Over the years, bones, objects, and sightings were offered as evidence, but none provided closure. Investigations stretched across borders, British police, Greek authorities, desperate parents, each search reopening the wound only to find blank earth. Speculation ranged from abduction to tragic accident. One thing remained certain. A small life vanished into an island's silence, and the space Ben left behind grew into a public obsession. Case 3. Richie Edwards. Richie Edwards was not a child or a tourist. He was known for his words, his darkness, and the guitar he carried for a generation. In February 1995, the musician drove to a bridge overlooking the Severn estuary in Wales. His car was found nearby, abandoned, papers inside untouched. Some feared the worst, suicide. Others clung to hope that the man who wrote with edge and pain had simply vanished by choice. No body was found. No final note explained the silence. The mystery calcified into legend. A creative mind gone, a chair at a tour table left forever empty. Case 4. The Skiba Incident. In 1999, a violent and bewildering disappearance unfolded in Chicago. A family and an employee, Paul, Sarah, and a man named Lorenzo, stepped out of sight, leaving a scene that would confuse and frighten investigators for years. Evidence suggested a struggle. A truck connected to their business bore stains and traces that hinted at violence. A shuttered life remained where lively voices had once been heard. Police pieced together fragments, a blood-splattered vehicle, witness accounts that contradicted one another, a trail that never led to a grave. The missing simply became absence without explanation. Case 5. Deirdre Jacob. In July 1998, a young Irish schoolgirl named Deirdre disappeared within walking distance from her home. She left her house on a normal morning and disappeared into familiar streets that should have been safe. CCTV later proved scarce and inconclusive. Years passed. The police considered the angle of homicide. Families and communities searched, held vigils, demanded answers. Even as investigations were reclassified and reopened, no body was found. Every official update arrived like a scraped promise. What binds these cases is not their geography or era. It is the same suddenness, a life interrupted, and the same stubborn absence of closure. Each story shares a common anatomy: a normal day, a vanished person, a family left to fill an empty place with questions. There are patterns. Some disappearances hint at opportunistic abduction. Others whisper of plans gone wrong, of people who chose to walk away or vanish by their own will. There are cases that point to foul play, and others that are swallowed by bureaucratic silence or the limits of evidence. DNA, modern forensics has solved cold cases, But even the best science cannot resurrect what has been erased by time and mischance. Think of the small details investigators chase: a misplaced shoe, a witness who remembers a license plate, a camera angle that missed the one decisive moment. Each clue can feel both vital and fragile. Some leads ignite frenzy, then fizzle. Others sit cold in a file until new technology breathes life into them decades later. For families, time does not heal. It becomes a measure of unresolved absence. Parents age while the question remains open. Children grow without a parent's final embrace. Communities hold vigils and mark anniversaries, refusing to let the disappeared become invisible. What can be done? Cases like these show the power of attention. Public pressure keeps investigations active. New witnesses surface when a case returns to headlines. Advances in DNA analysis, genealogy, and digital archives provide fresh avenues. And yet, even with renewed effort, some disappearances resist closure. If there is a single truth to take from these stories, disappearance is not an ending we can comfortably accept. It is an ongoing wound, a demand for answers. Each unsolved case is an invitation to look harder, to remember, to keep searching. Which of these 5 cases disturbed you most? Which story should we revisit with a full episode and deeper evidence? Leave your thoughts below. If this channel matters to you, subscribe for more examinations of unsolved cases, heists, and dark mysteries. Share this video to keep these vanished lives in the light. Dark evidence, where real darkness meets undeniable evidence.